Carried. The third item on our agenda is directors' fees. The next item on the agenda is to approve the fees paid to the directors. An amount of US $328,150 was paid. Third item on the agenda is to approve the fees for the year ended 31 March 2025. I propose that the fees paid to the directors be approved and that they divide them as they deem fit. Please, may I have the second? Thank you. Any objections? I don't see any. Thank you. I declare the motion carried. The fourth item on our agenda is auditors' fees. The next item on the agenda is to approve the remuneration of auditors and to confirm the reappointment of the auditors for the current year. I propose that the meeting approve the payment of US $100,623 to the auditors, Ernst & Young, Botswana, as their fees for the year ended 31 March 2025. Please, may I have a seconder? Thank you. Any objections? I don't see any. Thank you. I declare the motion carried. Item number 5 is the reappointment of auditors. The next item on the agenda is to approve the reappointment of auditors, and members are being requested to confirm the reappointment of Messrs. Ernst & Young the current year. May I have a seconder? Thank you. Any objections? I don't see any. Thank you. Item number 6 on our agenda is to ratify the dividend declared by the board. The board declared a dividend of 0.072 US cents per share, payable out of the company's stipulated reserves for the financial year ended 31 March 2025. I propose that the meeting ratifies the annual dividend distribution of 0.072 US cents per share. Please, may I have a seconder? Thank you. Any objections? I see none. Thank you. I declare the motion carried. We have now come to the end of the formal agenda for today's meeting. Thank you for your attendance and your contributions. We will proceed and receive a business update from the Group CEO. Over to you, Mr. Chair.
Why is my presentation not showing? Okay, there we go. All right, good morning all. I hope you can hear me clearly. Just a quick business update. As you all know, our business is very much seasonal. The first quarter, first 4 months are very much expense accumulation. We hardly sell anything. The main product that we sell is wheat in Zambia, wheat and a bit of barley. And in the rest of the markets, there's not much that happens. So it's you can't read very much into the numbers in terms of what does happen into the business. Just looking at the global economy, we all know what has been happening with Trump 2 and the tariffs that have been imposed on a number of countries in our markets. We expect this to influence what happens in those economies. Obviously, any country that has been exporting some goods to America, we expect some impact in terms of volumes that are going in that market. And whatever America does usually has a big impact across the global economy. And this is what we are expecting in our markets. Regionally, we continue to see currency and inflation headwinds. We see that borrowing costs continue increasing. There is liquidity strain. and raising funds. We've always had shortages in Southern Africa. And we, as SEEDCO, we sit right at the beginning of the food value chain in terms of ensuring food self-sufficiency. And we expect that opportunity or the need to service that opportunity to continue as the main season starts. Just looking at the performance up to end of July, while volumes were generally below budget, our wheat sales in Zambia were about 5% above budget, and then maize was 27% below budget. But like I said, this is not the main selling season, and that 27% performance below budget was largely impacted by the slow dry down that we experienced this year, which meant seed was sent to the market a bit late. Seed has now started going to the market, and we compared to the figures that we had in June, in July, we saw some significant recovery as seed started being available to send to the market. Our revenue that we recorded for the 4 months is very much in line with prior year, even though the volumes were slightly depressed, which speaks to our focusing on how we price our products. In terms of the outlook, as the season picks up, we expect our sales to gather momentum. We know that there are countries that still have some significant deficits that need to refill their granaries, and we expect demand to be good in our main markets of Zambia, Malawi, Kenya, and Tanzania. Because of the season that we've just had and the rainfall expectations in those countries. On the research and development, we continue to release some exciting products. 11 maize hybrids were released in Kenya, and 2 hybrids were added onto the SADC catalog, which just broadens our offering in terms of what customers can access from us. We've also seen some good developments in terms of foliar mealworm tolerant hybrids, and we expect this to give us some significant competitive advantage. What we've also started focusing on is strengthening our research in the region. We know that the sales have been growing very much in the region. If you look at the turnover when we listed the business in 2018 versus now, it has more than doubled. And we need to be reflecting this growth through investment in research as well. So we are going to be deploying more resources in the region to support this growth, and we expect that our research expenditure in the region will start showing a significant deploying more resources in the region to support this growth, and we expect that our research expenditure in the region will start showing significantly in the numbers that start coming through. Able to meet all demand in all markets. There might be some varietal shortages in terms of certain varieties, but overall, in terms of volumes, we have got adequate stocks to meet demand this year. The intake so far looking very good. We've taken in about 41% of the expected intake, and deliveries are still continuing. In terms of working capital, and speaking to debtors, we've now collected 60% of the trade receivables that we were showing on our balance sheet at year end, and collection efforts are continuing in SEEDCO International. The stocks that we have do give us an opportunity to be able to rebalance our stocks available in the various markets and to move stocks to areas where they may be in short supply. So what are we seeing in terms of the outlook? Like I said, focus on food security. When we look at the rainfall forecasts, we are seeing some good rains in some markets and some forecast minimal rains in some markets. But overall, I think we should have a good rainfall season across the region. Yes, there will be some countries that will that are being forecast to have some erratic rains, but I think this is where the regional spread of the business and the diversification does help the business quite a lot. The improved stock availability should help our sales. We know that last year we didn't sell anything in Mozambique because of the riots that took place after the elections there. This year we're expecting better trading conditions as peace has returned. We see continued growth in Tanzania, and we expect volumes to grow as they have been doing for the last 5 years. The elections in Malawi and Tanzania do present some opportunities to increase our sales, as seed is always an important electioneering tool for the regional governments. We are also seeing some growth in our developing markets of Angola, the DRC, and the Lakes region of East Africa. We've done quite a lot to reduce our FX risk by localizing borrowings, and we expect this to have an impact on our net finance charges. The exports from Zim into region should be able to address any shortage, should we have any shortage in any particular market. Over the last few years, some of you will be aware, we've also changed our own sales model, and we've started developing our own shops. We've started putting tills in various supermarkets and hardwares and outlets so that we can have direct access to the cash as it comes through to reduce the cash flow cycle. This is a strategy that we are going to continue with, and we expect that should help with our cash flow, but also help with managing the credit risk that we've faced in the past with some of the customers taking time to pay. I think that's what we see in terms of outlook, Chairman, and I will end here and take any questions.
Thank you. Any questions for the CEO? Madam Secretary, do you receive any? Are there any questions online?
No questions online yet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. CEO.
Thank you, Chairman.
Sorry, 1 second. I think there is one hand up. Apologies, there's one hand up from Melo.
Can they go ahead with their question?
We recognize your hand is up, sir. Please go ahead and mute yourself and speak.
Komolemo, can you hear us? I think we have a communication issue there. Yeah. Robert, has the question been sent to you?
No, it hasn't been sent yet.
Okay.
All right.
Shall we give them a little bit more time?
Shareholders in the room are quite quiet today.
Robert, maybe what we can do is to ask the questioner to put it in writing.
Can you hear me now?
Perhaps we can then respond offline. Oh, we can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. This is Khomolemo Tselaisile, representing Adwani Fund Managers from Botswana. What I wanted to ask is, was it not an honorable thing for Mr. Karombo to relinquish his directorship following his unceremonious departure from OK Zimbabwe?
Sorry, I didn't quite get that question.
Was it not an honorable thing for Mr. Karombo to relinquish his directorship following his unceremonious departure from OK Zimbabwe?
I think that's for you, Chairman.
I think it's something that we will need to take offline at this stage, and will be discussed between myself and Mr. Karombo.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions, Robert?
No further questions, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the last item on our agenda is any other business. We did not receive any notices of any other business to be dealt with at this meeting, other than the business which we have just transacted today. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our agenda and our meeting. I thank you all for your attendance and declare the meeting now closed. Thank you.